Hey everyone, it's Allie and welcome to my channel. Today I am really excited to share with you guys how I store my inventory, all the stuff that I sell on Poshmark. I believe as of today I have like 700 items that are available, plus like many of you that are resellers, I've got quite a lot of items that are waiting to be listed. So with all of that, I probably have 850 pieces of clothing and shoes and accessories and all of that in my house. And it can get quite overwhelming, I have to say. And I am someone who likes my house to look good. I want everything to be very organized. And so you'll kind of see that as I show you my space. I'm personally not a big fan, and I don't think it really works for my space that well, of the system where you have like bins that are like A, B, C, D, E, so on and so on. And then when you store your items, you put them like in a bag and then you put them in the bins. I just don't really like the way that looks. Maybe one day I'll have a storage unit or something like that and I would do it that way. But because of the fact that I do have to have everything in my house right now, I do want it to look kind of cute, you know? Okay, so without further ado, let's get into it. So this is my front door, and this area over here is like our guest room suite. So I am in a 3-bedroom ranch house, and I love our house for many reasons, and one of the main reasons that we bought this house is because it's super, super open. The only rooms that are actually closed in that have like a door are the 3 bedrooms. And that is great for entertaining and just ease of flow and all of that, but it does make it hard to store things that are kind of unsightly. And even though we don't have any kids right now, and we do have our office stored in a different area, as you guys will see in just a little bit, we do have quite a lot of people that come and stay with us, and we often do need those 2 bedrooms plus more space. So I really did want to keep both bedrooms as bedrooms and have me just work my way around them. Let's go into the main bedroom that I use to store all my stuff, take pictures, all that jazz. Okay, so I'm in the bedroom. I apologize for like the harsh transitions. I'm sure I don't have someone following me around. Let me just tell you first of all that this is not how this room normally looks. I usually have stuff spread everywhere. I don't really mind it on a day-to-day basis, but of course when I'm having people over, I like to keep the room as clean as possible, and just when it gets too crazy, which it was just a couple hours ago, I have to like do a refresh and reorganize everything. So yeah, usually this bed is like completely covered with stuff. But let me do my best to give you a full tour of the room. Okay, this room is quite tiny, so I apologize for the angles. I'm trying to navigate this with my tripod. But when you come in, you'll see this rack of clothes right here. Hello, rack of clothes. So these are all items that I am preparing to list. I have them hung up so the wrinkles can get out a little bit. I can get some wrinkle spray on them, kind of figure out what else they need before they get listed. So this is kind of like the last step before I take the pictures. And then normally I do have these curtains open as well, but I'm not going to do that now just because we do live like on a main street. And yeah, I don't need people creeping in as I'm trying to film this video, but I like to take pictures in this room because you get a lot of natural light, and we don't really have a lot of that in my house, unfortunately. So here we have this bed, which I'll talk more about in a second. Oh my gosh, this is harder than I thought it was gonna be to get these angles for you guys. But here I have a pretty decent closet, and I kind of wish I would have taken video of it before, but also glad I'm not because it was embarrassing, to be honest. I gave it quite the clean today. Okay, so hopefully you can kind of see, this is like the best angle I can get. But this stuff has all actually been listed already. I would say my method is very organized chaos. Things are all over my house, but I know where everything is. Never lost an item, always can find something within like a minute or so. So it's working out for me so far. But this whole section right here is all like sweatshirts and hoodies. And then all of these things back here are jackets. It just worked out well for me to have them in here just because they do take up quite a lot of space. And then I also do have my guys stuff right here. I don't really have that much of it right now. Slowly getting more into the guys, but it does tend to sit for me, so I don't really love selling it. Definitely prefer selling women's stuff, but this is my guys stuff back here. And actually, you can't see it, but at the very back of my closet, I hung up all the stuff that's like Christmas themed. I didn't want to store it away in a box somewhere because I knew I would forget about it. So the Christmas holiday stuff are the only pieces that are hung up right now that have not been listed. but I know that, and I probably will list those in November. All right, so then if you look at these bins down here, these are all the things that I have to list in addition to the stuff that is hung up, which I will give you a better look of that right now. So yeah, that's all the stuff that I'm getting ready to list. And this is the stuff that has yet to really be considered, I would say. But honestly, even these bins are organized to me. So for example, this bin right here is actually full of stuff of a video that you haven't even seen yet. That is a 50-pound box spoiler that will be coming up in a couple of weeks. And then this is stuff that my sister gave me to sell. I'll also be showing you a lot of that stuff soon. And then this is still remnants of the 100-pound boxes that I got quite a while ago. This is all the stuff that I still have to list from that. I do list quite often, but kind of push that stuff on the back burner because I'm not super excited about what I have left. And then I do have another random box back there, which is stuff like my mom gave me or stuff from my closet, or just kind of like miscellaneous things that didn't come from ThredUp or some other kind of box. And look, there you are! So basically what I do when I'm listing an item is I would take something off of this rack and I put it on the bed and I take my measurements and I get my light like I'm using to record, and I get the light situated so it's decently good lighting, plus in combination with the natural light. My pictures turn out okay, I would say. They definitely could be a little bit better, I think. But I do the best with what I've got. But I just use this white blanket as kind of like a cozy background. So I take my measurements on there, and then I actually come back out of this room, back to where we were standing. See, there's the front door. And I will set up the light here, and I will take everything off of the coat racks, and I'll take my hanging pictures there. So it works out pretty well, I think. That is that main room where I take most of my pictures and store all of the things that have yet to be listed. But then we have this other guest room over here, which is not nearly so dedicated to that, but I still do use some space in here. So here's my other guest room. Oh, I think it's kind of cute. So I apologize for the lighting, but just beyond the bed, like here's the bed. That's the floor next to the bed. I just have a couple bins. This bin is full of stuff I've already listed, but I haven't showed it to you yet. It's from my sister, so yeah, that video will come out in a few weeks. And then this bin over here is just other miscellaneous stuff that I've listed. And you will see when we get downstairs why I have to store some stuff, at least for now, in these bins. And then in the closet, I have still more stuff, not super bad, but these are boxes that I haven't opened yet. So I've got a ThredUp rescue box that I probably will be putting out next month. And then also some boxes from We Bargain, which, spoiler, those videos will be coming out next week. And then I've also just got some like miscellaneous stuff stored on the ground. Like these are VHS tapes my parents gave me to sell. These are like some random jerseys my parents gave me to sell. So this is kind of like I need to figure it out section. These boxes are also full of all my vintage clothes, which I will soon be listing on Etsy. A lot of them are on Poshmark. So that's this room. I definitely try to make good use of my space since these guest rooms are not often filled with people, but we still need them for when people come. But I feel like I have it so that I can easily put away boxes in other places like my bedroom or downstairs in the storage area or whatever if people do come to stay. But I feel like the setup I have makes it really easy for me to organize my desk pile and just know where everything is. But next, let's go downstairs to our basement where I have the vast majority of my listed inventory. Let's go downstairs. Our house is still a work in progress, but I hope to someday soon. Puppies, it's mommy! Okay, so I apologize. I know only half of this is lit up. This little nook and cranny in our basement doesn't have a light in it, but this is where I store most of my inventory, and I'll have all the stuff that I'm using to store linked down below. It's all from Amazon. Okay, so if you come in closer, you'll see that all of this stuff over here are my dresses that I have hung up, and then over here I have my like kind of blousey short sleeve shirts and long sleeve shirts right here, and then I've got all of my sweaters up here. I am expecting a lot of these sweaters to start picking up, to start getting rid of some of them. I have sold a decent amount of sweaters in the last couple of weeks. People are definitely getting ready for fall. I'm buying stuff for fall too. Also down here, I just have this basket kind of chilling out full of all my leggings and like track pants. Not ideal, but that's just kind of what I'm working with right now. And then this basket up here, I have accessories like belts, scarves, things like that, just anything that doesn't really fall into another category. And then in this basket, I have bras and swimsuits. This is getting kind of full, so I think eventually I probably will make bras their own thing and then swimsuits their own thing. And then down here on this smaller rack, these are all tank tops. And then on this side of the little area, I've got purses hung up. I've got this basket has like wallets and smaller bags. And then these are some bags here. And then a bunch of shoes. So I've got shoes all the way down, and then you can also see that there is shoe storage along the other racks. So I really like this whole storage system. It worked out really well for this small space that I have to store everything. I don't know if you can tell that, but this really is not a very big space at all. It's just kind of like truly like a little nook in our basement. And even though I'm definitely like full to the brim pretty much right now, I'm not picking up much inventory at this point. I'm not doing any huge boxes, at least for a few months until I can move a lot of this stuff, just because this is the space that I have and this is about as much as I can handle. But then on the other side of this space, I do have like all of these cubbies. They actually work really well. You can build this however your space fits. So we have 3 across and then 5 down, but you could do 2 across, or you can make it wider, like 5 across. It just kind of depends, but this is what fit our space the best, I think. So in each of these little cubby things, I have items that just can be folded a lot better. Like for example, these are skirts, and then this is like pajamas, and then I've got like jeans and colored jeans and pants down here. I've got kids stuff, I've got tanks, I've got like workout t-shirts, things like that. So everything has a space, everything has its own little area. Some areas, like my small size jeans, are quite full. So I might end up moving my jeans somewhere else just because I do have quite a lot of them. But for right now, it's working out. All right, so that was how I store my inventory. But just because we're down here, I figured I would show you kind of like my little office area as well. Okay, so there you can see my little inventory section. And if you're curious, there's the door into the basement, and then there's that little section. And then if you just turn a little bit more, there is our office area. Because like I said, there are only 3 rooms in the entire house that have a door, and those are the bedrooms. We do have quite a big basement, which you'll see more of when I am finally able to do my house tour. But we just kind of created this little office area for ourselves. So we've got some cute little chairs right there. This is my husband Ryan's desk. Got a bookcase over there, and then as you come back, you see my desk. So this is my office area. This is Ryan's desk area over here, as you saw. But this is my desk. I really like it. I recently was able to purchase a Mac with earnings from Poshmark entirely, so that was really awesome. If you guys don't know, I actually write a lot as well. I published a book, subtle plug, if you're newer to my channel and you don't know. I always have it linked down in the description if you want to check that out. But this is where I'm able to do a lot of writing. Sorry, this lighting is atrocious, but this is a better view of my desk. So this is where I do my writing, as I said, but this is also where I have my little packing station. So I've got a cute little wedding picture of me and Ryan there, and then also some colored pens, just like in mason jars. And then I have this stuff over here, which is just kind of all the things that I use to pack up items. So of course, got my scissors and my tape. I always write a little note on a postcard. I've got some thank you stickers that I'll use as well. And then I also recently got some little business cards from Canva. I don't know why I waited so long to make these, but I'm really glad I did. And I feel like my YouTube has kind of picked up lately, so let me know if any of you guys are here because you got one of my cards in a package. That would be really kind of funny, but would be doing the job, I guess. And then over here, right to the left of my desk, I have some more packing supplies. So these are the bags from Package Chic that I always put my stuff in, unless it's a bundle, and then I'll use a little box. And then these baskets all have like more postcards or little gift items if I want to add them in. If somebody bought multiple things or something really expensive, I'll often include a little gift. But that is right next to my desk. And then just some decorative shelves and pictures, you know, cool vintage couch that I had nowhere else to put. And best of all, Mr. Avocado. He hangs out. Well guys, that was how I store all my stuff. If you ever wanted to know, I thought it would be fun to do a little behind the scenes, and it also gave me an excuse to have to clean it up for you. I'm super excited to show you my house tour one day when it's finally finished. We've done quite a lot of work to the house, and it will be such an amazing moment for me when I can finally reveal that to you, but we still have a little bit of work to do in the kitchen and the bathrooms and outside, so probably next summer I will finally be able to give you the full house tour. But let me know if you want to see more kind of behind the scenes stuff like this. I know some people do like ship with me's, packing the items that they sold that day with you guys, with the viewers, but if you like this video, please make sure to give me a big thumbs up and subscribe. Really helps my channel out a lot. Trying so hard to get to 1,000 subscribers by my birthday on October 15th. And thank you to everyone who has recently subscribed, and of course all my older subscribers as well. I really appreciate you a lot, and I love when you talk to me down in the comments. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!